We now move into a powerful panel discussion. By incorporating this panel into the gala dinner ensures we all gain valuable insights for skills development and transformation, making knowledge just as essential as a celebration. Today's topic is on mental health. Do you agree we need to talk more about mental health in 2025? Yes. Mental health and leadership. This is a conversation at the heart of modern well-being and impactful leadership. Our esteemed panelists bring a wealth of experience, insight, and compassion to explore how mental health resilience shapes visionary leadership and thriving communities. At this time, I would ask our 6 guests to please come and take a seat in our crimson chairs. First, we have the worshipful mayor himself. Come on down, Mr. Sonny. You are number 1 panelist, followed by Her Majesty herself, Professor Dr. Parin Somani. Ellen, now is your time. Ellen Mannaert. The next panelist is Mr. Dwayne Nathan Jack. We have Dr. Dawn Menge. And last but definitely not least, Dr. Deepak S. This is such a wonderful moment to ask some juicy-licious questions to our panelists. The first question we have is to Mr. Sonny. Yes, you're number 1. Why is mental health important in leadership today? I think of employers. I think of education system. I think of the civic system that you're in. You're a leader. Why is mental health important to you as a leader?
Thank you for that question. I would actually say mental well-being.
Yes.
Rather mental, of course, forget about the semantics. Because when you are in a right state of mind, you function better. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not a medical person. I know it's when you're in grace mind, you function better, you do things better, you relate better with your colleagues, other professionals. So therefore, I think the mental well-being of people we work with, relate with, is extremely important. And I believe even in some organizations, that's why they have occupational therapists, so that when some of their team members, they need it, they can access it. And I believe it's extremely important. It's very, very, it should be taken seriously by every organization. And I'm not surprised that in my local authority, we take it seriously. And we have some fantastic individuals and professionals who provide that additional support to the staff. So yes, without messing about, I think that's my own simple answer. Mental health, mental well-being, extremely important, and we should take it seriously, whether we are employees or employers. Thank you.
I'd like to add a little bit. Let's give him a round of applause. That was a great answer. It's critical. I want to add on to that and have us to imagine. I know that you're an advocate for diversity, right?
Yes.
So with diversity, we have different faces, we have different DNA, we're different people, right? Mm-hmm. With us being different, our minds are different.
Absolutely.
I hear one voice in my mind. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I hear 2, because God definitely speaks to me and he downloads and he tells me turn right, go left. Mm-hmm. I used to mentor a young women's group called Love, the Ladies of Victory. Mm-hmm. And one young lady, she had about 10 voices in her head. She was battling schizophrenia. So the same diversity that we can see on the outside, I want us to be mindful that diversity also happens on the inside. So it's so critical for us to create a psychologically safe space so that individuals can be laser focused and perform the task at work, at school, at home, wherever it is, so that they can have that freedom. Anything you'd like to add?
I think it's fantastic what you just said, especially at a time where we now have AI,
Yes.
DeepSeek, and all these, modern technology. Distance between our colleagues, in the past, you can easily relate to your colleagues face to face. Now, if you look at what the impact COVID had on all of us,
Yes.
it was enormous.
Yes.
I mean, I remember when it was lifted, I felt as if I was in a prison. So you can imagine the mental, the physical effect in all of us who went through that. So what I think we should do is to make sure we recognize and we treat each person as an individual by listening to them, by understanding what their needs and aspirations are, whether it's an institution or even family member, how we relate to them, really support systems or mechanism we have in place to make sure they feel wanted.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes when people are isolated, it can also affect their mental well-being. So I believe the collective, it's not just government or whether local, national, or regional level, it's all of us, whether as a family member or community leaders. I think we all have a role to play.
And that leads us into to Dr. Somani's question. It's a perfect segue. What advice would you give to emerging leaders about balancing leadership in the workplace, the responsibilities there, with personal well-being?
Do you know, right now, each and every human being are going through a challenging time. Whether you are in UK, US, Canada, Africa, or India, anywhere in the world, this is a time where the world needs the peace. The world needs some sort of a stability. And in this era of technology, we have gone berserk. People are going crazy on a social media. People are going crazy. They can't leave the mobile. It's not their fault. It's the time. We are in the day. These are the days where we never thought we are in the digital time. And this digital time is taking into the new era. So there's nothing wrong. We are the part of this technology era. We are part of the digital era. But what we need to do, we need to upgrade ourselves. We need to open our heart. So today, most of the people were there in cacao ceremony. We are trying to bring all our negative thoughts out, bring ourselves in a world where we want to have peace. We want to think in a positivity. With the positivity, we can change the world.
Oh, yes.
I can't do it on my own. But if you all are together, we can do it.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes, we can do it.
yes.
I have got 3 messages to give you, which has helped me, and I'm sure that will help each and everyone. Number 1, we need to believe in ourselves. When we believe in ourselves, the world will believe.
Absolutely.
The world is in our palm, and we can help the society. Unless we don't know what we are doing. And number 2, follow your true instinct. Forget about the colors, cried, people who are around you. It's okay. They will be saying what they want to say, but you have to be authentic.
Yes.
If you walk on the path of authenticity, you know who you are, you identify yourself, leave it on the Supreme, who takes care of you.
Yes.
If we want to be on a ladder of success, there will be lots of rocks on the way. It's okay. We have to climb the rock to be there. It takes years and years to reach there. It's still okay. But you want to be walking on the path of honesty.
Yes.
Do not cheat anyone. Do not lie.
Yes.
Be the person who you are. You don't want to be Julia Robert. You don't want to be Katrina. You want to be who you are. And number 3, build the bridges between society, community, family, friends, people who are around you. And if you can follow these 3 points, 3 steps, believe me, it will help the world.
That was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. It really, really was. Ellen, how do you personally manage stress and maintain your mental well-being as a leader?
Oh, that's a beautiful question, actually. I will start by that, before I start with myself, that the most of us, we don't know how to manage stress because we are not taught. You know, there's no handbook, even not in our schools, not when you go to the university, college, when you start your work as a young adult. Nobody teaches you how to maintain your mental well-being. So it's a journey of self-explorance. And most of the time, what happens is that you are alone in the journey because there's no handbook. And there is maybe shame in it, and you are afraid to reach out. But what helped me is acceptance. And I say that all the time. And what do I mean with acceptance? As soon as you accept where you are in life, no matter what is going on, no matter how you are feeling, and you approach that struggle that you are going through with love, and you see it in a way that I'm going through this because there's a higher mission, there's a higher calling, and you embrace that, what happens is that you break that spell and you start to feel differently about it. And you start to see your journey differently. And you start to approach it with being grateful. Being grateful that you are going through things. Because when you get to the other part, you have so many lessons learned. And most of the time we forget that. So every time that I'm dealing with stress, I will sit down, I will be quiet. We forget to be quiet. It's so important to be quiet, you know, and go deep inside of yourself, because all the questions and answer is already in us. So what I do is I'll be quiet no matter what. And I will ask, what is this trying to teach me? What is the lesson here? And I embrace it. And then the third part, I surrender to it. And when I surrender to it, actually everything vanishes. Because what happened with stress, when you keep it on, when you keep it tight, is something that it will burst, you know, because it needs the room to go, to flow. But when you surrender to it, you let it go. So surrender to it. And when you surrender to it, there will be your teachings, there will be the relief. And actually, you will see life differently. You will see it because life, it's not Disneyland. We don't live in Disneyland, you know? We are not made only of happy experiences, you know? So we need to approach it differently and also see all the struggles as part of our growing process.
2 visions came to me when you were speaking in terms of this is not Cinderella's castle, right? This is not Disney World. It's not going to be perfect. There are going to be opportunities. And what I tell my clients is pretty much all the pressure that you're feeling right now, it is on purpose. It's intentional to transform you into a diamond.
Exactly.
You do not get a diamond without pressure. You do not get a baby without labor. You do not get a pearl without irritation. And so once we've learned to embrace the crucible, the cross, the crucifixion, whatever pressure is coming through, Sophia and I we're thinking of writing a book maybe one day of how we take lemons and make lemonade, no matter what the case is. And that's exactly what you've shared. But to have those visuals of that five carat diamond, it went through a lot. And the process that it took from a raw diamond into a beautiful diamond that's sold, it's priceless. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, Dwayne, Mr. Dapper. Oh my gosh, you look like you could be in Hollywood right now. You really, really do look like that.
Thank you.
Your question is, what role should leaders play in supporting the mental health of their teams or communities?
Being still, knowing their self, and by being still and knowing their self, they're able and efficient to lead others. It's like in the airplane before we take off.
Yes.
The lady says, put them over yourself first, because without you being able and competent as a leader, you're not going to be able to lead others. So it's down for the leader to be living example for the people. Monkey see, monkey do. And by people seeing the fruit on the tree, people will try the fruit and come back for more of the fruit. And it's just being a living example and embodying that leadership, embodying that core value, embodying those principles, and the people will just follow.
Yes.
And I think it's all revolves around the self. As much as it sounds selfish, but you have to be selfish. Your cup has to be full to be able to pour out to others.
Yes.
Yet, despite it may look arrogant, it may look confident, cocky. However, if that's not full, one will not be able to pour out for others. And it's being responsible to be still for your cup to be full for you to be able to pour out to others. And without that pouring in, you're not going to be able to pour out as a true leader because it's beyond the flesh and bone.
Yes, Dwayne. That was great. That was so deep. Can I say something? That was so juicy. It really was good. Because when you have that stillness, once you know yourself unequivocally, you are able to be still. You're able to see each team member differently, just like we have that diversity that we cannot see in everybody's mind. Everybody's need as an employee, as a team member is different. But what's so important, when you're whole, you're happy, you're whole, you're healthy, and you're well, you can support and build up your team. When you are dry, your cup is empty, you're dry, you're hungry, you're hangry, you are coming from a place of scarcity and you bleed on your team.
Yes.
Right? It's kind of like the devil wears Prada. She's coming. And everybody starts running and doing their thing. Right? We don't want to be that type of a leader. We want to be that type of a leader like Superman, right? That empowers and just transforms the situation. So I just wish everybody will continue to do those introspecting, right? Where can I improve? How can I be better? What was my lesson today that I will take on for tomorrow? So thank you so much for sharing that. That was well said. All right. We have Dr. Dawn. Can you share an example of a time when mental resilience helped you in your leadership journey?
Well, I teach students with severe cognitive delays, and it can be pretty tough. So resilience is a main standard for all of us. For me, I'm also a mentor. I work with the new teachers, and I teach at the local university, our new teachers. And so teaching resilience to them is so important because it keeps the retention. So I would always start my class with one good thing that happened and then one bad thing that happened. And I would also share. So even though I've been doing this for almost 30 years, bad things still happen sometimes because our students are very impulsive. And sometimes we just can't control everything. And it's like a domino effect. If one goes off, they kind of all go off. But knowing that even the veteran teachers have some bad days. And it's a bad day. That's all it is. It's not the end of your career. Hopefully no one's gotten hurt. And you just keep right on going. I was thinking about, I guess they're going to start dismantling the Department of Education for us. So our students are protected under that. And so we're going to see what happens for our students. It'll be on
Where are you?
I live in the United States.
What state?
I live in California.
Awesome.
So hopefully at this point, our students will be protected. But some of the other states, they're not so generous. And our students, they are expensive. They are. But so I think that we're going to need a lot of resilience for the teachers, a lot of support for the students and for the parents, because the parents aren't going to understand what's happening. They're used to getting our support services, OT, PT, speech. We're helping them with their IEPs, with their transition, which is what I do. And it might not be there for them. And then what's going to happen to the students? They're still living their lives. Where are they going to go? So I think resilience for a lot of people right now is going to be very important. So I'm going to do my very best to try to support my teachers through this.
I love it. I was having a conversation with, let's give a round of applause. That was great. That was awesome. So I'm also American. You came a mighty long way. Thank you for being here. I was sharing with Miss Esther at lunch. We were talking a little bit of politics and how things are different. Things are a little different, but how to be resilient in the midst of it all and just know there have been other generations, other times where good prevailed. And so I was mentioning pretty much Medicare and Medicaid.
Yeah, right.
They're being threatened to go away. Like people like my mom, who is up in her 70s,
My students,
that's where they get their health care. That's where they get, they need to see a doctor. That's the services that they use, but that's going away for millions of people. And so just please keep us in your thoughts and prayers that we will be able to endure the labor pains and trust that a beautiful baby is going to come in the end. I have to believe that. Be resilient about it. Now we're going to Dr. Deepak. What challenges do leaders face when speaking openly about their mental health? Do you think it would be safe for a leader to say, I have bipolar disorder?
Thank you. Actually, this is a very challenging question to me, but I think it is a challenge to the leader also, how he handles the situation. Any perceived weakness of mental health or any illness of mental health of a leader affects the organization negatively. It affects the performance of the organization, organizationally as well as socially. So here the leader has to face this challenge, and to overcome it, first he has to develop himself a robust mental health. But that is not sufficient, because you said how he discusses with his teammates. So he has to develop a robust mental health for his teammates also. He has to bring them also on par with him, so that they all participate in a good mental health practices. And at that time, discussing with each other becomes very easy. Like, I have any weaknesses, I can discuss with my team and get a suggestion from them, and they also discuss their weaknesses and get suggestion from me. So here the main factor is going to be the communication skill of the leader. What is going on in my mind, my team should know. What I am thinking good, performing good, my team should know, and my team should become part of organizational mental health.
Yes.
So if the mental health of my organization is good, then my organization will perform better. Then I don't have to worry too much about my own mental health because it gives a boost to me. And I think that's what a good leader shows by being very transparent, by being very communicative, and ultimately his honesty has to be seen. That is what it is. His honesty, his application of mind on the job, and how he gives direction to the organization. I think these are very important facts. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here.
Let's give it up. That's so true. That's so true. When you have a healthy leader, that's vulnerable. Hey, I struggle with time management. Can you please let me know 15 minutes before the next meeting, If we have that healthy, safe space, then the team will have that bulletproof protection. There is nothing that they cannot do. You have the honesty, you have the transparency. We know everyone's strengths and weaknesses, and we play to our strengths, right? Sky's the limit. There's no exposure. But when an individual is insecure and they're afraid of sharing their shortcomings, they try to cover it up, and then there's just a snowball effect from there. So the challenge is just to thine own self be true. It's okay. We're not living in a perfect world, and we can get through anything and everything once we are honest with ourselves. We do the necessary work. The inner work, right? So that we can be strong for our teams. I believe that was the last question. Thank you all, esteemed panelists, for joining us. I will allow Dr. Somani to continue on.
I just wanted to say, when you ask her where is she coming from, I want to say from 10th of July till today, till tomorrow, we still have a continuity going on. We have got 31 countries, I hear.
Wow. 31 countries?
I hear.
That's spectacular.
And they are all my fan-based.
I love it. 31 countries. Can we shout out? Can we do just a shout out on some countries? So I have USA, Dwayne.
USA,
UK.
Thailand,
Yes.
Portugal, Nigeria,
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Holland, Ghana, Jamaica,
Yes. USVI.
India, Australia,
I love it.
Czech Republic,
Oh, wow.
UK,
Hey.
India, Dubai,
I love it.
Saudi.
It's amazing.
Some people have gone because
Yes.
they couldn't stay for this event.
Yes.
So I am thrilled, and I want to say a big thank you to you who also came from
Of
US.
course. My pleasure. Of course.
And
It was amazing event.
trust me, we only have met once.
That's it. When you have that connection.
That's the connection. How many times I met Helen? Maybe once, twice.
Yeah.
I have not even met you. Just on the call.
Yes. I love it. And it
How
all
many
came
times
together.
even I met you?
Yes.
I have not even met you. First time.
Yes.
So this is the power
Yes.
of connection. This is the power of social media.
Yes.
This is the power of intuitivity.
Yes.
So if you know how to connect. Today I was speaking on the how to become a public speaker. So trust me, this will really help people to grow, inspire, and help the society.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
Of
Trish, for
course.
coming.
My pleasure.
And thank you
Of
for
course.
moderating this event.
Anytime. I'm so proud of you for gathering 31 nations. We're like the United Nations. That's so awesome. We're going to change the world. LOSD, we're going to change the world.
And it-
One day at a time.
It will happen.
Yes, it's going to be more. Yes.
Happen. Thank you for supporting us.
Of course.
Thank you. And thank you to all my panelists.
Yes.
I want to say a big thank you to all of you for coming and making this event a success.